Hey guys, Buddha here, bringing you this third and final game of the Best of 3 series featuring TLO and EGMachine. These games were played during the MLG that occurred this weekend, and it will determine who will go on in the tournament and who is going home. This third game taking place on Shattered Temple, the follow-up to Lost Temple. It is the MLG version, so there is the supply depot blocking off the bottom of the ramp to prevent any kind of bunker or pylon wall-off against the Zerg. Now, these two players have duked it out on two other games, one on Zelnaga Cavern, the other one on Shakura's Plateau. TLO actually went for the exact same build for those two games. We will see if he decides to go for the same build once again. In that first game, it actually worked very well for him. He did kill about 16 workers with that initial Hellion Harass, expanding behind it. In game 2, though, he was completely denied by a single Spinecrawler because, like this map, Shakura's Plateau has a very narrow front opening for the second base, well, relatively narrow, and if you plot down one Spinecrawler right in the middle here, it completely denies any kind of Hellion Harass. Of course, they can still run by, but it's a lot riskier and a lot harder to do for the Terran player. Now, guys, if you do enjoy these casts, I am streaming live while I cast these, so check it out. Buddha on Team Liquid. You can see me swear and retake the the beginnings of these games because I don't like them or because I say something stupid, and that does happen quite often. So if you want a good laugh, check it out while I live stream. I also live stream some pro streams when they allow me to, and when the pros that have allowed me to are online. So I live commentate on their first person view. Now, TLO in this game did go for the refinery at the same time as the barracks. Now, one SCV will make its way through across the map, scouting EGMachine's expansion. If he does put a bunker down here, it is not to kill him or for any real harass. It will most likely be just to force Machine to pull off drones, but he decides not to do so, and wisely I think it would be a loss of minerals to cancel that or even salvage it. Now, first Marine on the map, the factory going down for TLO, so we will be seeing the exact same build from him. Now, he still is mining gas. Machine now transferring his drones over, and whilst he already puts a Spinecrawler, he does not want to see a repeat from the first game, where that Spinecrawler was actually a bit late, and the Hellions got there right before it finished, doing huge damage with those 5 initial Marines supporting it. Now, while that creep is spreading, the Spinecrawler will go up, and once the creep spreads just a bit further in, he will be able to move it forward to wall off that ramp, or not wall it off, but at least protect that ramp also. Now, 4 Marines, 1 SCV in the middle of the map. No reactor actually from TLO, so it is not the exact same build. Now, still mining gas, he does have quite some gas saved up, so I am wondering what he will do with this. Now, 1 bunker going down for TLO, so he will try and fortify this position and prevent Machine from expanding a third time. Machine now producing just a single Spinecrawler, not overreacting to this, not producing any lings. Ling speed actually not even on the way for Machine, so he really feels that he can prevent this with only Spinecrawlers and Queen. Now, 2 more Lings coming out for Machine, bringing his total of Lings to 5. That is quite a few Lings. He will be focusing on droning up instead. Now, this bunker will be able to secure this position, at least for TLO, at least for a while, and Machine should not burrow there. It is in range of the bunker. Now, burrowing 1 square further back, will be able to poke at this bunker without letting the bunker shoot at it. TLO building a second bunker here just to contain the Zerg even furthermore. Now, Machine also will advance his first Spinecrawler to take care of that bunker. That bunker will be salvaged as soon as that Spinecrawler burrows. Now, TLO trying to pick off an Overlord does not succeed though. and expanding behind this, getting a tech lab on his factory for siege tanks. He does want actually to secure this position until the siege tank gets there, and quite a nice build here by TLO, actually building bunkers and bringing them back, alternating between these bunker placements and containing the Zerg until his siege tank is there, and once siege finishes he will be able to shell these spine crawlers from a distance. So Machine really needs speed here, really needs banelings too, and getting a macro hatch here, so he knows he needs to produce a lot of units. Now this tank has arrived with the rest of the army, will be sieging up soon enough in about, well, 5 seconds now. The orbital command is up for TLO at the expansion, and TLO building another bunker at the front of this base, and I really love this build. I do not know how Machine will bust out of this, especially with 2 tanks right at the front. He is destroying these rocks, but these lings will take forever to destroy 2 sets of rocks to get that surround. During that time though, Machine has actually been droning up quite nicely now, spreading that creep, moving the spine crawler forwards right before siege finishes, and siege should be done now. TLO should be sieging up these tanks at the edge of the creep, and 2 bunkers, 2 tanks is quite a strong position here for TLO. I guess that wasn't siege tank researching, siege mode researching before. Maybe Blue Flame Hellions are out. I wasn't really paying attention. I guess not. Was siege tank cancelled or something by TLO? He must have done something here, because siege tank should be done. Siege mode should be done here. But now moving forward with these tanks, able to shell this. Machine engaging, not very decisive here, losing a lot of links for absolutely nothing. Now these second rocks are almost done. Once they are destroyed, he will be able to get us around, but will that be too late? I don't know. He is attacking into the tanks now, and those 2 bunkers will easily be able to fortify this position. 1 bunker does go down, but the second one's still up. 2 tanks still there for TLO, and that turret will be burning down to death. Machine really needs more units here. He needs to break out of this contain to get in third base. He could expand down here, but it is very risky with all these units at your front door. Now losing still more lanes, getting some nice marine kills here. And a scan going down for TLO, wants to see what is behind that mineral line. He does see that nothing is there, so he might be advancing as soon as these reinforcements get there. 1 Overlord just chilling in TLO's base. TLO now on 2 bases, fully saturated. The harvester count completely even for these 2 players, so TLO in a great position. Placing these bunkers really a good idea against the Zerg, containing until those tanks come out. And now some Mutalisks are out, will help clean this up. Picking off 2 tanks and only a bunker, a tank, and 3 marines left for TLO at the front door, but he has done a huge damage here. He has forced a lot of units, and he has prevented Machine from expanding. Now that marine is actually going to scout for the third base. Machine finally remembering that he did break down those rocks, and will be counter-attacking here TLO's base. And I love this counterattack, picking off reinforcing marines. Now these marines, if they're not careful, they will get shot off by those banelings, trying to do what damage they can. Friendly fire going on the marines. This first tank will get picked off. No, he actually decides to pull back, and the Mutalisks pick him off. During that time, these lings are hacking away at the reinforcing marines, but a little marine pack will pick him off and join their containing friends here. That bunker with 4 marines still out in the open now, very vulnerable, decides to salvage that. These marines will suicide in just to see what is up with Machine's base. Machine should actually expand behind this, because he is now behind on the harvester count and a lot of mulas. Though he was able to build up a huge muta ball Muta Ball during that time, and he will go and harass TLO's base. Only a couple of turrets here in the main base, and the third one coming up, but these supply depots and barracks are very vulnerable here. That first turret is going down. Tech Lab being targeted by the Mutalists. A few Marines walking up will get shot down. No, actually, they do thwart away the Mutas for now. The Mutas will target this Tech Lab. He could have taken that out, actually. Now engaging head-on with the Mutas and the Banelings. I'm not sure I agree with this. Losing a lot of Banelings and Lings for no gain at all here. So a bit of a small blunder here by Machine, but I guess he wants to keep that pressure on while he expands. Now TLO wisely scanning down here. He knows a third base is very likely for Machine, and that is the only real safe place he can expand. Well, it is the logical place to expand. He could expand somewhere else, seeing that he has a whole bunch of Mutas on the map, gaining map control from him, but I guess it is the wisest place to expand for now. Now, Machine is still on Lair Tech build. That third hatchery almost done. Not opting for any upgrades here. Now the upgrades for Flyer is starting. These rocks have been taken down, so we will see an expansion here. He does have the money for it. He does have 900 gas, surprisingly, so producing